Are you short on time but you still want to paint? If so, you're in the right place because we're doing a series of paintings that take less than 10 minutes and we're going to do a really fun one together today. And I am serious about 10 minutes. I'm even going to keep a timer on the screen so that you know exactly how long it takes me in real time because the videos will be sped up. I started by taping off the edges of my sketchbook because I always like those crisp, clean edges at the very end. There's something about that that I think is just so cute. So sometimes when I'm short on time, I still take the time to do this. And then once that's done, I'm gonna wet the entire page with just a bunch of clean, fresh water. And then once it's nice and wet in that bottom left corner, I'm going to just drop a bunch of different blues, greens, and brown colors. If you want to get a little fancy, you could even try to create some blooms by taking some water in your brush and just dropping that in. You don't need to overthink this part, we just want lots of fun colors over in the left-hand side. And then for the next step, we need this to be completely dry. And this is still a pretty quick painting if you just let it dry and go do something else, but I am going to make it dry so that it takes a little less time and we can fit this in under 10 minutes. Then I grabbed something round and I placed it in that bottom left corner and traced around it. If you haven't guessed yet, we're basically painting the earth and then we're going to make it like it's floating in space. And then we're on to the part of this painting that is going to take the very longest of the entire thing, and that is mixing up a decent amount of a super dark color. One thing that I hear people say a lot is, I don't know how you get your colors so dark, and even this one I wish was a little bit darker, but I got nervous about the time. The real key here is to just keep adding lots of colors into your water. I like to make sure that I have plenty of color mixed up because I really don't want to run out of color when I am going to be placing it down. So I always err on the side of having a little bit too much, and sometimes with this much water, it just takes a lot of back and forth adding more and more colors. I went with adding black, blues, and a little bit of some pink just to give it a slightly warmer undertone. And then once you have your color to the saturation that you ultimately want, we're just going to paint in the entire background, being as careful as we can to go close to that pencil line we made. But if you go over or under a little bit, it's okay if it's not totally perfect. These are just fun to do paintings. Then once again, I'm going to make this dry so that we can make sure we get this done in under 10 minutes. And then since I still had a few minutes left, I want to add a few finishing touches with a white gel pen to add some different stars in the sky. If you have any metallic pens, it would be really cute with that too. And in under 10 minutes, we've made a super cute space-themed painting. This one would be really fun to do with just wild colors over here so that it's kind of like a distant planet or some sort of planet from a Star Trek universe, but I wanted to keep it a little closer to home.